What's going on, everybody? This is another episode of the Black Nerd Society. I'm your host, Jay. We got the First Lady, Ayana. Got the OG, Reg, in the building. You know, everything we talk about is all things anime. So we're going to get right into our first discussion, which is what are some of the saddest deaths in anime? So who's going to kick it off
I will
first?
start it off. The saddest death. Don't laugh. The going Mary.
Oh my God.
It's the saddest death. It's the saddest
Listen,
death.
I'm with you on that though. Like,
It's really the saddest death.
I get it.
Did you get to that part yet? You stopped?
No.
No, okay. So it's during Water 7. So like poor Mary, like she's all beat up, right? Like at this point, like because they don't have a shipwright yet. So they're just patching her up, like, as she goes. So like she's breaking down, but they don't know it yet. So they get to Water 7 and they're like, okay, this is a town of shipwrights. Like, we're going to find somebody to fix her. And they try to get the estimate because they have a boatload of money from Skype or whatever. And so they're like, how much is it going to take to fix her? And they're like, she's done. Like, we can't fix her. Like, she's done.
Yeah,
So then,
they said something like her main something was
like the main
cracked.
port that goes, like, I guess runs along the
keel.
bottom of the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, the heel. It's cracked. You can't repair it. So, this is going to go into it. So eventually, like, the Mary is the one that saves them from the battle that they go to in Ennis Lobby.
Spoiler alert! If y'all ain't caught up yet.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So she's the one that basically saves them or whatever. And like as they're on their way back, Iceberg comes and meets them or whatever, and she like starts falling apart. Like on the sea starts falling apart. So they have to abandon ship. And it's the saddest death because we see previously in Skypia, like Usopp sees like this vision of somebody like fixing her, and he's like, what's going on? Like, am I hallucinating? And we come to learn that ships have like spirits, like if they're like it has a good crew or something like that, like they gain a spirit. And so like the spirit of the Mary was fixing herself for them so they can go on more adventures. So we hear that spirit's voice again, and she's just like, I'm so sorry, like I couldn't keep up with you guys, like I wanted to go on more adventures. Oh my God, it's so sad. It's so sad. I was like bawling when that scene came up. Like,
Listen, I get it though, because that part is like a real like emotional
it's
scene.
a tearjerker.
Like,
I
It's a
accept
tearjerker.
the emotional element of that. That's an interesting.
when they set her on fire and shit.
Yeah, like
Oh, really?
everybody,
They set her
they
on
set her on
fire?
fire so she can go out, admirably or whatever. And apparently in the manga,
Viking death.
they
Yeah,
pretty much.
basically.
And apparently in the manga, they have a panel where like she's under the water and it's like Luffy's wanted poster coming down, so she gets to see that.
Oh,
And it's surrounded by angelfish. Like, it's really beautiful, but that is like the saddest death to me ever. And I cried.
Listen,
cried like a
I
baby.
get it. That's
I
like
cried
in
like a
the
baby.
One Piece like community. That's one of like the one things. And I wasn't even thinking of that when I was thinking about this segment because it's like an inanimate object. It's a ship. It's not like a person. So I wasn't even thinking about it. But yeah, that kind of makes sense. I was not expecting that answer. Like,
Yeah, that was sad. Like I cried. Like I
Yeah.
was like,
they was all
Mary-
standing there watching the ship like burn. Like Usopp was like tore up
Tears.
about that. Like he was about to mutiny and everything over that.
Exactly. So like if you know, you know. Like so
Right.
that was like really hard for Usopp because he had fought for her.
Right.
Like
Did
that's
he-
the whole
Didn't he
reason.
help put it together? Or repair?
No, he got it
No.
from the island where he was actually from.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he got it from his friend. They helped save her from
Mm-hmm.
whatever like the ship's going on with. I forget dude's name.
But it's especially sad because of how much like they went through so much because like he left the crew because like they were ready to abandon the ship and get a new one because she couldn't work no more. So like
And
that was
bro
like
wasn't having it.
exactly. So that was a big part of the arc itself, and so it just it was sad. It was sad.
All right, I think I'm gonna go next. And one of the saddest deaths I think was Koro Sensei from Assassin Classroom.
I never watched that. I mean, I've been meaning to though.
Yeah, so if y'all know about Assassination Classroom, it's a dude. It was an experiment done on this dude. he gets turned into like this little yellow like
big
octopus
smiley
thing.
face.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what it is.
So-
A big smiley face. I like that.
So, but one of the things is like I guess something to do with his cells, like it can't support like what's going on. So eventually he's gonna end up blowing up at some point, and the force of the explosion is something to destroy like the planet. It can destroy the planet.
Oh wow.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so he's like in this like school that's like teaching like assassins and stuff like that. And basically, instead of, him blowing himself up, he decides to, as he's teaching these kids how to be assassins, like he's gonna have them be the ones to like kill him to like take him out or whatever. And like the whole scene is just like a whole like emotional mess. Like you got the whole class there, they all like, and the dude that he wants to like do the killing doesn't want to do it. He's all crying and shit, and he's trying to reassure him like, oh, you can't be like having these type of emotions as an assassin or whatever the case may be. And then when he finally kills him and he turns into like these 1,000 little light things, and the whole class just starts like bawling. It's just like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, like that was one of the like the saddest like
So
anime does.
emotionally, can I handle this anime?
Yeah, like this. Definitely check it out. But that one's definitely
I
going
saw
to be.
bits and pieces of it, but I haven't really like watched the whole thing. I thought it was
Yeah, just watch the death scene. Like that's gonna really get you in your in your emotions, because it's like you could just tell. Like I actually watched the show, so
yeah.
like to build up. You know how anime
I-
is when
I
you build
did
up with
notice
like your sensei and all this
Yeah.
other stuff, and then now you gotta kill him. Like it's just like
There is a lot of emotional stuff in it because when you're dealing with assassination in kids, it's like they're going to have a certain level of emotional
Right.
Yeah.
separation or dealing with stuff. So I did notice that, but okay, I didn't know he was not. I knew they mentioned something about being not necessarily being healthy or whatever, but
right.
okay, so that's okay. It's added to the list.
Right? Added to the list.
Added
My
to the
long
list. The never ending list.
Never-ending list.
Yeah.
Red, you got any or
Yeah. I mean, actually, it's my guy here with the gun from Trigun, Wolfwood.
okay?
His death is in the original because they did a remake. So I didn't finish the remake.
Okay.
It just came out.
Gotta let that be known.
Yeah, I didn't finish the remake. So. But the original, he's traveling as a priest, but he's actually an assassin. But he takes care of an orphanage. And so he's kind of conflicted because that circumstance, like his killing people was helping take care of the kids. And he evolves into a more sympathetic character because initially it's like, he's just a killer, a bit of a jerk. And the two female characters that are in the original series add a level of depth to him where he's fighting alongside Vash the Stampede because he kind of realizes the issue is bigger than just what he thinks it is. And so he ends up getting taken out. It is, and Vash, of course, he's known as the humanoid cyclone. Everywhere he goes, there's a situation, massive chaos, but usually like massive damage to buildings, all types of chaos, but usually nobody dies. Usually nobody dies, but the level of damage and the level of havoc is just so crazy. But so he's trying to save Wolfwood, but the situation becomes the people who are after him. It's his brother, by the way. I'm not spoiling the story.
Spoiler alert.
It's not really a spoiler. I'm just
It's a
saying.
spoiler for me because I haven't seen it.
It's not a spoiler because they kind of get into it. They explain it early on. So his brother and his crew is after him, and they're ruthless, like completely ruthless. So they go after Wolfwood, and he can't save him. And the girl that I won't say she's in love with him, but she likes him, and she's tore up. Like when she finds out he dies, it's really, 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 really devastating because, like I said, he's not killing. Like he carries a gun, but he doesn't kill.
Right.
He does not kill. That's not what he does. He's
It's like
trying to
Batman.
save. Yeah. Well, it's even deeper than Batman because like Batman's whooping everybody's ass, but he's is a little bit of talk no jutsu in there. Just a little bit. It's not too much talk no jutsu, but there's some talk no jutsu in there. But he's really trying to save everybody's life. He's really trying to save everybody's life. And so when somebody like that ends up, he can't save them. It messes him up. It messes the girl up. It messes, like, the whole crew is messed up. And it is a really, really heart-wrenching scene. So that's one of my really heartbreaking deaths.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I now want to watch it to see it.
It's good. I'm telling you. The
Yeah,
original-
I haven't finished Trigun, but Trigun's pretty good.
Yeah. There's a movie, too.
Yeah, so y'all check that out.
Probably
check
won't
that out.
watch the movie.
Movies,
yo.
first
Oh,
thing,
you won't watch it.
this is what I will say, and I can't speak on the newer movies, but any of the older movies,
Yeah, older
tend to be
movies.
really,
Older movies
really
always
good.
is pretty good.
I haven't even
like,
watched the Yu
excellent.
Yu Hakusho movie, and that's
Oh wow, you really?
yeah,
You know what it
gotta.
is because I got, and this is gonna touch on our last podcast, because I got so used to the dub voices, it was only in sub, and I was like,
okay.
I'm not gonna watch this. Like,
See, that's not a deterrent for me. Like if I want to
Yeah.
see something, whether it's subbed or
I'm
dubbed,
gonna,
I'm
I'm gonna try and give it a try though.
Yeah.
Because
you gotta give it a try.
I do have another saddest. I have two more saddest deaths.
Hey, go ahead.
Because you know this
Go
is my
ahead.
topic, so I came prepared. My second one is Genkai's death.
Genkai from
Yu Yu Hakusho. I mean, she
Okay.
came back, but the first time she came, so that's why it's like, eh.
It's like, does it count though? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Sorta,
yeah.
she did
Yeah,
die.
the
She
emotions
technically
are
died.
still there.
Yeah.
So
So she died right before. You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
So she died right before the final like battle with
In the
Tagore or
tournament,
whatever, and Yusuke feels like it's his fault because he just took her powers. So like that was, and the fact that they didn't tell Kuwabara, well, it's not like they didn't tell him. He's just kind of the only one that didn't sense it, I guess. So like that death was, for the team, it was just really sad because she was like one of their best fighters. Like she came out there rocking shit. So that was a sad death, and I'll just lead into my third one because we talked about it a little earlier. Ace's death.
yeah, we couldn't talk about that without bringing this one up.
Ace's death is one of the saddest deaths, not because we got emotionally attached to the character. It's because of Luffy's reaction, and you can drop the reaction down.
Yeah, I'll put that on
The
there.
face and the scream he let out. And it's like, because, Luffy had already lost Sabo. Well, he thought he did anyway. Another spoiler alert. If
Spoiler
you haven't
alert.
seen it.
Spoiler alert.
He had already lost Sabo, his first brother. Well, one of his two brothers. And so to lose his last remaining brother, like that, I just felt for him so much. And it was his fault completely because he wasn't paying attention during this whole war. And Akainu was coming in, and he just was looking down at not Chase's, Jesus Christ, thinking of the sun, at Ace's Beaver card, and just
Shit
not
just
paying.
burning into it
Yeah,
started
just burning, and he
away.
was like, "Oh, I gotta catch it," and then here's Akainu shh, and he's just not paying attention, and Ace comes to save the day, to save his little brother, and it's just like he died in front of him in his arms, and that's the saddest death for me.
I thought Luffy knew about Sabo because didn't he see him in Dressrosa?
That happens after.
Dressrosa is after.
Dressrosa's after, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting my things mixed up.
Arcs mixed up, yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So he at that time that we know, that's his only brother. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like he lost everything. That's the person. And of course they do all the flashbacks or whatever. So we see them sharing the cup of sake, because at that point they hadn't even said anything about Sabo. I think Oda literally just thought about Sabo and added him in as an
Yeah, it was
after
like,
fact.
oh, let me throw bro in here as a
Literally, because the flashbacks is just him and Ace toasting
Right.
sake or whatever. Sabo's nowhere to be found. We don't see him literally until after, and I think in Dressrosa or whatever when that
Right.
happens. So yeah, so he just loses his only familial connection because he knows who his dad is, but he has no recollection of his dad. And
Right.
we don't know who his mom is, so his brother is who he grew up with. That was his everything, and he lost him right in his arms.
Yeah, that was,
Sad.
yeah, that whole thing was like an emotional roller coaster.
Sad.
Yeah, that was sad. Yeah, that was that whole thing was like an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that whole thing was like an emotional roller coaster. Yeah, but one of mine is, even though it kind of doesn't technically count because bro came back like in the same arc.
Not in the same arc.
Bro came back in the same arc, but it's just the whole sentiment about it was when Vegeta died on Namek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bro thought he was a Super Saiyan, and
Oh my goodness. Oh my
he
goodness.
thought he was going to like finally defeat Frieza and avenge his people, and that ain't end up happening. Bro was getting beat up that whole segment,
Yeah.
like, and then Goku finally arrives, and then like, yo, you got to be the guy to avenge our people, or whatever the case may be. And then Frieza shoots him through the chest, and then
Yo,
bro's making like a heartfelt, like tears flowing out his eyes. Like, bro, you got to be the one to avenge our people. Like, this dude made me who I am. And like, everybody already knows the history between
Yeah.
Goku and
Right,
Vegeta at this
yes.
point. Like, they was not fucking with each other. Like,
No,
at
it's
all.
really
Like,
Vegeta not fucking with Goku, if we're
well,
being honest.
yeah. Well, yeah. But but for you to be the guy that hates somebody so much,
and you asking him to
You
yeah,
asking
yeah,
him
you
to
breaking
avenge
down
not,
and
not even
crying
avenge
and
me, but carry on the
the
legacy,
legacy of
Yeah.
our people.
of
This,
what
that,
I've
and
been
third.
holding.
Like, that was one of the, like,
Yeah,
to this day, like, and this stuff came out like years ago, 20, 30 years ago. It
Yeah.
still gets me like
yeah.
a little bit emotional.
That is a good. That is
That's a
really
good
good.
one.
yeah, knowing the history between them two, like, just,
I think we should have a whole poor Vegeta segment. Because like
oh man,
the saddest side
Tori, I'm gonna be
character.
doing my boy so dirty sometimes, man. But yeah, and then these other ones I feel like I gotta mention because if I don't, like, they just going, why you ain't mention this and why you ain't mention that? Is obviously Jiraiya.
Oh
and,
yeah! Oh my goodness!
and Naruto, which I
We
feel
touched
like,
upon that though. Like,
even though bro kind of went like on a suicide mission.
but he did not know there were 6 of them.
Yeah, he didn't know
He
there was
there
6
were
niggas.
6
So
of
I'll
them.
get that too. He didn't know there was 6 niggas when he went up there. He thought it was just one.
He
I'm
thought
like,
it was sweet.
He thought it was just one. I'm
sweet.
about to go up there and see what's good with this one dude. He was like, wait a minute, it's 6 of y'all. Like, and the thing with that one, it doesn't resonate with me as much because like I got into like Naruto late.
Okay.
So I had already seen the death of
okay,
like
so,
Jiraiya and all that stuff. And I kind of went out of order. I started with Shubiden.
Oh,
Yeah. So I started with Shubiden first.
Okay.
Because
she's
Listen.
offended.
somebody, the person that took start with Shubiden first, because that's
Who
what's
told you that?
my boy told me that, and he was like, because it's going to
Your
be.
boy can't come on this show. Because who would tell you
We
that?
got people banned from the
I'm
podcast.
kidding.
Episode 3.
Listen, y'all not gonna like what I have to say about how I started. I started with Shubiden first, and then I went to Boruto, and then I went to
Hold on, what?
yeah.
Wait
yeah.
a minute.
Whoa.
I
Whoa.
went
Wait a
completely-
minute.
I went
Whoa.
completely backwards. But it don't matter. I know the whole.
You
circle of
went
how
to
everything- Yes, I get it. I know. But listen, like, I don't think that matters. But
Who hurt you,
Does.
yo?
No, for real. Like, who is your boy? Who is this nigga?
yo, because for
We need to know.
for a while, it took me a minute to like get into like Naruto. Like, so I just.
I mean,
buckled
I can-
down
I
and
can
went
understand.
through Shubiden first, and Shubiden like made me be like, all right, I gotta.
How did
see
you
what else
even
is-
understand what was going on?
It didn't
Like,
even matter to me at that point because like.
Well, no, and see, Shubiden is a you can enter a Shubiden, and it's not too bad
Right.
because it kind of starts off with some action. Mm-hmm. And so if you start off with action, it's like
It draws
okay,
you in.
yeah.
So-
As a guy, as a guy,
Listen, I got through everything. Like once I started shooting in, I'm like, yo, this shit actually kind of fire.
so you
And
died.
it
You
just,
saw
like-
Neji die without even knowing who Neji really was
Well, I knew
and where he came from.
He didn't die at the beginning of shooting. Like that was towards the end, like which is another one of the saddest deaths. Neji.
I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be.
Neji, that was
I knew,
another
I know.
sad death. Man.
It was because he didn't have to die.
he really didn't. Have
really
to die.
didn't have to
I don't-
die.
They just just
And
for the sake of killing characters off.
Literally, and the
Like,
thing about his death is not like it was for like character development or anything.
Nothing.
Like
It
he
was-
literally just died to die,
yeah, I
and
ain't
that
like
was that.
It's like, all right, we got to pick a character to die, and they put people like on a dartboard, and it's like, and it just landed on Neji. Like,
Oh, speaking of which,
Sucks for
this
you.
is again a spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Boruto, I'm not caught up because I stopped watching it because all the fillers. Kurama's death.
oh yeah,
That was sad because he tricked Naruto into thinking it was his own life, and it was really,
yeah, and it was
it was
really his life.
Kurama's life.
So, yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
so
that really counts. Yeah,
Kurama died.
yeah, but, spoiler alert, bro, gonna come back.
No, bro, gonna come back. How?
Bro's gonna come back because like
Have we seen anybody from the afterlife come back in Naruto?
Listen, it's different with tail beasts. Like they just like it's kind of like
They just like that.
They get reincarnated.
You know what? They do get reincarnated. Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
So
okay.
yeah, he's gone for now, but he'll be back at some point.
Hopefully he comes back to Naruto.
Ultimate plot armor.
Ultimate plot armor. Oh,
yeah,
that should be a topic. What's the best plot armor?
We be here all night.
That'll just be our segment of the day.
That'll be the whole episode, just like the plot
Yeah.
armor, because like that shit is just like crazy. But yeah, I was just thinking about that shit. Like Vegeta really died and came back in the same arc. Like
He came back like it was what 5 episodes later,
maybe
Probably, yeah.
No, because that was before the fight.
But they
And he
they used the Dragon Balls
He came
when
back
they wished him
towards
back.
Yeah, he came back
When
towards
he-
the end of the fight. That's after
Yeah.
Frieza tried to blow the planet up. So that was towards the end of
Yeah.
the fight.
Yeah.
But
So
because they used the Dragon Balls on Earth to wish back Guru,
Piccolo.
and
Right.
then that allowed them to
Them
use
to
the
use
Dragon
the Earth
Balls.
Dragon Balls, whatever.
Yeah,
to bring back. But I don't even think they used
no, they used the Earth Dragon Balls
to
to
bring
wish
back
back.
everybody that Frieza killed.
I think so,
wished-
yeah.
They brought back the Nameks, or they brought back who was it?
I think-
Guru.
No, it was everybody.
I think it was everybody that Frieza killed.
And he never did that plot armor shit where Guru died from a broken heart because of the shit that Frieza did. So that technically was the reason why he died. But that's when he came back. And you remember when they was making the wish on the Namek Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
He died before they could finish using the rest of the
They
the
only
wishes,
used,
and then
what,
they used
two? Yeah.
and they used the other one to transport everybody from. So bro was dead for maybe 20 minutes, and then
Nah, 20 minutes. He didn't even make it to what's
He
the
wasn't, he
name?
wasn't even cold, yo.
bro wasn't even cool yet.
He didn't even reach the clouds, the one up the shit.
Oh yeah. How was it?
Yeah, King Yama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but he didn't even
He
see
didn't
him
get to
yet.
that part yet. Bro's probably standing in line. Standing in line and came back, man. But the crazy thing is he came back in a vision. Remember Goku was
Not
doing,
in the vision.
Remember-
Oh yeah, when he was
came-
in the middle of the fight, he was like,
he was like, "Yo, bro, what you doing? You bullshitting."
yeah, he was like, yo, you
I ain't
supposed
dying for this.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Hit him with the Kakarot.
yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah.
bro was standing there naked and everything. Like, yo, where's your clothes? Like, man, do we got any more?
I don't
That's-
have any more. I mean, there's a ton of Saddest.
Yeah, I'll let that go.
But I think we need to get into our next one for you.
All right, what we going? We going to start with over, under? What we starting off with?
I'll start. We can end with passion, so I'll let you go last
Okay.
because I know people are gonna be upset.
Oh yeah. That's all right. So our next topic is going to be underrated animes, and bro got like a whole PowerPoint presentation
a
on
plethora.
Yeah, I got.
on what
I
he
got
thinks is underrated. So
I got a quick list.
We gonna let bros
Not a
kick
quick
things
list.
off.
After we just saw his notes on his
Well,
iPhone.
no, I'm gonna
That was
go.
like a
I'm gonna
whole
run through them.
paragraph.
I'm gonna run through them.
So it's you with the Android. Now that I just realized,
Yeah.
you're the reason our group chat can't
No,
be.
don't do that. Don't even do that.
We got. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Don't even
I'm
do
not
that.
gonna mess with that. Okay, so I got a quick list. I'm gonna highlight some, but they're all significant.
Okay.
So, and this is in no particular order. Okay. So,
We're doing overrated, right?
Underrated.
Underrated. Okay.
Underrated.
Okay.
so Shura no Toki, which is a action fighting anime.
I heard of that one.
Love a shonen.
Very, very. It's just fighting. It's just.
Straight hands.
It's hands.
Okay. No talk, no jutsu.
No,
Just-
no. Well, no.
No, because with no talk, no juice,
no
there wasn't
talk,
no
no
fighting. Like these,
He's-
you
yo.
think it's just straight hands.
It's straight hands, and literally, he's straight hands. Like other people got swords, but it don't matter. So it's set in Japan and like I guess the Meiji era or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So but he's ultimate fighting style, essentially.
Yeah, if you like straight like hands, like that's
Yeah,
definitely
that's-
one
yeah.
you want to check out.
Dodoro, Dororo.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
That's-
that one.
That's a nice little. That's action, kind of bit of horror action going on.
That's on
It's-
That's actually on my list. Funny
Okay.
enough.
That's excellent as well. Owari no Seraph, Seraph of the End.
I heard
That's
that
really
one
good.
too.
That's vampires and stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm into
Really,
that.
that's
I'd watch it.
that's really cool. Because not enough of y'all know about these Get Backers, which is it's a kind of a shonen. It's action. They get whatever you lose, they can get it back. And I say whatever you lose, they can get it back. Outlaw Star, because y'all just
I've heard of that
know.
one too.
Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. It's a more sci-fi, but it's action. Females, but it's still really good. I know some people don't like stuff with females in it. I don't know why.
Ooh, sexist.
I just
It depends
Okay.
on what direction they go, because
Yeah.
some of that stuff be like borderline hentai.
it's not. It's not.
I don't.
No tentacles will appear in anything I'm talking about. Okay, so tentacle safe zone. Kanata no Astra, Astra Lost in Space. It's a sci-fi. It's like space camp when they really get to go to space, but there's a whole nother plot and mystery behind it, and so that's really good. Action, of course. There's always aliens and stuff. So To the Abandoned Sacred Beasts, another action one. To pure action, they genetically modified some people, whether it was with magic or whatever, and so they're fighting this war against this other people, and Copcraft, magic. This girl from this land where they use magic comes to this other land where they don't use magic, but somebody's doing something using magic. So she lines with the police, and she's, her and the guy work together to solve the mystery. Pat Labor, which is mechs, but it's like mechs in the city solving situations in the city, terrorism type situations. Read or Die, another female lead, great show, old school, action. Her powers, everybody has powers, so if you love powers, there's powers. The main character, the main character is a paper master, and you need to watch it to understand what that is.
Is it Paper Master?
Paper master.
You're like, what Paper Master?
Well, like
It
Conan?
sounds interesting.
Paper master. I'm just gonna say that.
But like
Watch
Conan or
It sounds like Conan. Like,
Nah, it's different. It's different. It predates that, so it's different.
Okay.
But,
yeah, true.
and there's
Respect.
a movie, there's an OVA, and there's a series. You can watch the movie first, and then the OVA, and then the series. So,
oh, it's OVA. I always said OVA. That's funny.
but whatever. I just
The more you know.
use the letters. Ghost in the Shell, because y'all don't know.
No, I know about Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost
I
in the
don't.
Shell. See,
See, I seen the movie.
Watch
I
it.
wasn't a fan of the movie though.
you wasn't a fan of the movie? When did you see the movie? Like recently or?
Just a couple years ago.
Okay. Movie was good. Movie's dated. It's like 99 or 98.
No, they had one that came out recently.
Oh, the movie recent. Oh, well, see,
Yeah, I seen the
gotta-
recent movie.
you got to see the newer, the older stuff. Kind of lets you understand the newer stuff.
One thing about
it's
the
kinda-
oldest, I love the '90s animation. Like I just,
Oh, that's what you'll love that then. You'll love Ghost in the
Okay.
Shell.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell is actually pretty like good.
I'll add that. To
The
my
series
list.
is good too.
My never.
Yeah, series is good.
Series
yeah,
is
never
really
ending
good.
list.
And Irresponsible Captain Tyler, hilarious, just
Yeah,
hilarious,
that just sounded like it was gonna be a funny one.
hilarious, just completely hilarious. Did I miss anything?
Miss anything on your
Did I
long
miss
list?
anything? We only been here for like 20 minutes.
That's why I said I was just gonna run through
Hey,
my
listen.
list. And I guess I didn't say Van Dread. Van Dread's pretty good. It's a combination of comedy and seriousness. So Van Dread's also pretty good. It's mechs in space.
Or another
You
Gundam.
really like the sci-fi.
I
really
lean
like
towards
Yeah,
sci-fi.
that
Yeah,
sounds
it's
like
okay.
another Gundam.
It is, but it's also, well, of course, it is Gundam on a certain level. but it's interesting.
It's a
because
mech anime.
The men and the women live separately, and they're kind of at war with each other.
Oh,
So it's also hilarious.
just
So.
screenshot that list and drop it in the group chat.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. For the show notes.
You gonna go?
Sure, I'll go. Because my list is very short. Because my thing is the
I
other.
had like one.
My thing is the other side. That's where really I'm a what I mean?
It's the other
So
topic.
well, yeah, underrated. That time I was reincarnated as Islam.
I don't think that's underrated.
I think it is
people
because-
enough know
You
people.
think it's underrated? I think a lot of people.
I
watch
think enough
that.
people know about it.
Yo,
Yeah,
when
know
I,
about it.
when I talk to cause I'm in a bunch of different like anime groups on Facebook and stuff like that. There's a lot of people that don't know it, haven't watched it, or just won't like give it a try because of the
Slime
name.
thing.
Like
Slime.
like they just like I really think if people actually gave it like a chance, because it's a really good anime.
Oh, it's
like,
excellent. That's
good,
top tier.
It's
good.
on my
It's
list.
top tier.
Yeah, like
You haven't
great,
watched any of it?
I haven't. Literally,
great character
hard.
development,
it's hard.
great story, great animation, great
Oh,
fight.
yeah.
Like it had everything that you would want.
Yeah, it's
Like it's like fire. Like
It is
You'd
absolutely
be
top
surprised how many people don't really know about it or like won't even like give it like a.
that's
like a watch.
crazy. See, that hurts my heart because that's top tier.
Yeah.
It's top tier. Like if
Out of like the new stuff that's
out of
come out,
everything
like
in the last 5 years, it's easily one of the top. One of the top.
right.
You know.
It's on my list. I'm gonna get to it. I swear to God, as soon as I catch up to One Piece, I'm going to start.
40 episodes, she says she has.
Yeah,
40
she got
episodes.
40 more episodes to go.
I'm getting there.
That's
I'm getting
20
there.
hours. 20 hours.
Might be
I'm
more.
getting there. I'm getting
Shit,
there.
it might be more.
And one thing about me, I'm gonna skip the filler episodes. Okay. So
Good. You got to.
Okay.
You got to. It's gonna be some.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make my point later. But anyway,
do you have any more?
no, not that I didn't really give it too much thought because
No.
everything went to this next segment. So
I
Okay,
understand.
well then I'll tell my underrated anime. It's Inspectra. Really good. You said you've seen it.
Yes, it's excellent.
Like this guy. What his grandma like wanted him to be like.
It's a little dark.
It is dark. It is dark, but it's good. And it's
'Cause-
only like
'cause-
6 episodes for the first season. So and I have.
Because they got him eating some stuff and he doesn't know what he's eating.
He doesn't know what he's eating, and it's like all his
And-
siblings die.
Yeah, because
Besides
of what they're
him.
eating.
So he's the chosen one. And
But he doesn't know and he doesn't like that.
No, but it's a good one. So definitely
But
go
it's-
watch it if you haven't.
But it's
seen it.
good. It's very good.
It is short. I think that'll bring a lot of appeal to it because it's a shorter one. You know, you can like
Yeah.
get in, get out, you see what it's about, you feel it, whatever.
Yeah, it moves. The pacing is pretty good, so it moves quickly enough. Yeah.
I think one of my other ones is probably Dr. Stone. I don't know if you guys have seen.
yeah,
it.
Dr.
I
Stone's
know
solid.
Dr. Stone. Yeah.
Like I feel like because it's about science, a lot of people don't really like mess with it like that.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but people that I know that have watched it said it's actually really good.
It's
Yeah.
solid. The first couple seasons are really good. This last season, I don't know what was going on.
I'm not caught up. So like the last part I seen is where they were just like making the cell phones or whatever. So
Yeah.
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 But it's a good one. Like I was a scientist, so it appealed.
You
me.
were a scientist?
Yeah, so I worked at Bristol Myers Squibb as an associate scientist.
Oh,
In
okay.
drug discovery.
Credentials.
Yes, I have my degree in biology, so yes,
Credentials.
I was.
Ooh, okay.
But enough
Excuse
about
me?
that. So yes, if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out because it's really interesting.
It's on the list.
Yeah, I know it's on the list. It's
We
on
all
the
have
list. They're
lists.
always on the list.
We all have lists.
We're gonna get to it eventually one day
No, it's good. It's
when we
good.
stop watching our comfort animes for the 15th time. I swear to
Yeah, it's
God,
tough.
I'm gonna
That's a
try.
whole nother category.
I know. I'm gonna
It's
try.
tough.
I'm gonna
Comfort
try.
anime.
Because you know what? I heard that they're making Hunter x Hunter again, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to watch that. This is
Are
what
they,
the
are
new
they,
animation
are they
is like.
remaking it or are they going back?
They're supposed to be
expanding?
starting off where it left off at. Like, if I'm not mistaken, the manga is already started.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I heard that they're making Yu Yu Hakusho over again.
Yeah, they're doing a remake of that. Which
So
is-
like, I'm gonna have to watch that because it's my favorite anime. So like, it's gonna take away from other animes that I want to watch. So here we are, right? Yep.
that's kind of like what Dragon Ball did with Kai.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, man, better animation. Like, so.
Are we going to talk about the new Dragon Ball thing that's coming?
What,
A new Dragon Ball.
Daima?
Daima.
I don't
haven't
like
heard
it.
about this.
What I heard about it before I saw the trailer.
It's basically like GT.
When I heard they were like, oh, they're exploring the
I
life
didn't
of.
like GT.
I heard they were exploring the life of Vegeta and other people when they were younger, and I was like, okay, that would be
no,
cool.
that would be interesting because
that
I've
would be
always
not what this
That's
is.
not what it
It's
was.
not.
I was
what this
misled.
is.
I was
What is
lied
it?
to.
What is it then?
You know the storyline of
Everybody
GT
turns into
when,
kids.
When Goku
Everybody-
turns into a kid.
Yeah.
all of
Everybody
them
turns
turn
into
into kids.
Goodbye. Next topic. Next topic. I don't even want to.
My
Nope.
point entirely.
Overrated
When
animes.
the Supreme Kai was a kid, I was like, Supreme Kai wasn't even an adult in the first place. You turned him into a kid.
I mean, yeah, ain't he
What are
like
we
a
doing?
god or something? Like,
Yeah, like
That's what I
does
said, what are we
that
doing?
have
bro,
to
just
do with
start the
anything?
anime already. Get to the moral arc. Like, why are we like sidetracking what we supposed to be doing with this BS? Like,
I guess they're trying to get the youngsters involved.
fuck that.
I second that because what you really had me in the first half,
Well,
and
that's
then
why-
you said what it
that's-
was really
but that's
about.
what they had
and I'm
me.
like,
They had me. I was
upset.
like, oh, I'd rock with this. I'll check this out. No, that's not what it is. I saw the trailer and I was like, wait, why is everyone a child? No,
That just-
no,
that just
man.
pissed me off.
It's not gonna go like how they think. It's gonna
Exactly.
go.
This ain't gonna work
You
out.
think
the way
you're gonna
think
get
it-
the whole nostalgia effect because you got Goku with the power pole again? It's not gonna work.
No. First of all, if you didn't watch Dragon Ball like that,
Yeah.
it's not gonna hit you with nostalgia in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, if you know enough about Dragon Ball history, then you will know. Because I didn't watch Dragon Ball either, but I know about the power pole. I know enough about the original Dragon Ball, even though I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
To know because that's my favorite anime.
But it's
so
not gonna be
just
nostalgia
Is it?
for you.
Yeah, it's my.
Oh, we got to do another segment. Like, what's your favorite anime? Okay, next. Okay.
First of all,
Reg don't got one.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have one.
He don't got one. He got
I
he
need a
got-
list.
You know what we should
he got,
do? Like,
he got a whole other list.
because
like
of
how
your
he had
list, we should do
before.
a top 5 in no particular order. That's what we're gonna do.
That's still not long enough.
You see, bro had a whole paragraph of just the underrated stuff.
And
I
that
could just
wasn't
imagine.
exhaustive. There's more I could add to
Yeah,
that.
there's we would be here all night.
Which is why we have to get into our next topic. What is
Yes.
the?
Yeah.
This is going to be the
Overrated.
passion for you guys.
I'm gonna let you start it off.
Overrated animes.
Overrated because I know you're
Overrated.
gonna grab
Listen,
some people with this.
Y'all not gonna like what I have to say because this fan base is like it's like a cult.
Oh Jesus, here we go. What is it?
But one of the animes, and I'm
feel
a
like you're
fan
gonna
of
say
this
Naruto.
anime. And no, I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, okay.
It's One Piece. One Piece is. I'm sorry. Listen. There's a method to the madness.
Is it because of the pacing?
There's method to the madness. Now, hear me
There's
out.
pacing?
Hear me out. When I say something is
thorough.
overrated, I'm not saying that it's not good.
Okay.
I'm
It's
just
the-
saying
it's the-
that
it's the
people
great-
have it rated way
As the
like,
greatest anime ever produced in the history of the world.
And
You know
it's-
what? I
and
don't
it's
think
not.
there's one. I don't think there's a single best anime in the world.
But see, the problem is there's a difference between I like it and for me it's my best.
Right.
It's another thing to say this is the best in the world
Right.
for everyone.
And I
That's
agree.
just not even realistic.
and there's
Let's hear
numerous reasons why I feel like it's overrated.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
One is the pacing. The pacing is
I
absolutely
knew it was
horrible.
gonna be.
There
I
is
knew
no
it was gonna
pacing.
be.
It's absolutely
Pacing
horrible.
or
There-
lack
there-
thereof.
listen,
There is no pacing.
like I thought Naruto had fillers, but this shit is just it's ridiculous with the fillers.
It's not a
It-
lot of fillers. That's the
it's-
crazy
no,
thing.
it's
It's just
fillers.
the
Yes.
It's fillers and
see, here's the thing.
flashbacks.
What you don't
and-
understand is the fillers are sneaky in One Piece because the fillers aren't the whole episode.
They just had one.
They
They just had one not too long
that's
ago.
the fillers are like
the fillers aren't
a little
necessarily
bit
the
of
whole
the-
episode.
yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It's at
'Cause I
least
gotta say
No,
this.
seven.
no,
Listen,
it'll
no,
be
I'm
7
not
minutes
caught
of
up.
filler.
Listen, I'm not gonna get into deep detail about it,
Don't
but
say
everyone
it.
knows that if you're caught up, you know that Luffy's fighting Kaido or whatever the case
Yes,
may be.
okay.
And we're at the point if you're caught up with the anime, the fight is over or whatever the case may be. So they just finished the fight, whatever the case is. After they just finished the fight,
Flashback?
they do a recap episode of the fight you just watched.
Yeah, I just skipped a recap of the one of the fights.
I'm like, bro,
What's
y'all
what
wasted
happened
a
so
whole
far.
week to show a fight we just seen.
Yeah. Okay. I get
Bro,
it.
shit like that. Listen, I'm a fan of. I'm 100% caught on, and I've read the manga and all this other stuff. Like One Piece fans are like a cult. Like they're like, if you have anything negative to say about what they're like at your throats, but bro, like 1,000-something episodes, and me and you've had this discussion plenty of times before. Like, bro, they could have went a whole different route where bro could have found the One Piece already, and they could have like. I felt like if he would have found the One Piece already, it'd be a little bit more tolerable because of how long the episode or how many episodes it's been. Because you've gotten to the goal, like the goal.
And
it's
I think we have a
expanding- it's
while
expanding the story.
before we get to the One Piece.
Oh yeah,
If
we're probably like another decade before we get to that point.
because I think
If
I
the
want to
pacing
say
remains
I
the
read
same.
something where Otis said like he has like 8 more years
Yeah.
Until
like,
it's
bro,
finished.
come on, like,
So-
stop it. Stop it.
How old is dude? How old is the creator?
Oda?
He's probably like
Probably
in,
like 40, 50.
in his 40s, like late 40s.
Oh yeah,
maybe?
y'all got time.
Bro,
He ain't got nothing but time.
The voice actors are getting old.
They are, and that's the issue. Like,
Bro, one of them gonna die off before they can find fucking One Piece. Like, bro, stop it. Stop, like, cut it out. Like, I get it. It's a good anime. It has great characters. The story itself is good, but the pacing just fucking sucks. Like, it's just like, bro, it's been 25 years, and bro still hasn't found the One Piece.
and you know what's funny? Because I just started watching it in April. Like, I think back, like when
April
I got
of this year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When
You thugging it out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm powering through it.
Thugging
So
it
like
out.
I talked to my friend, right? And I'm like, when I got to Dressrosa or whatever, I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. Like I'm watching something you watched 10 years ago. Like, and I'm watching
It's
it
crazy,
right
bro.
now. And
Bro.
I'm in Wayno or whatever. Like I said,
Bro.
I'm in like 10:45 or whatever.
I kid
whatever.
you not. Like, I was going through like my Facebook like memories,
Uh-huh.
and this is back when I had just started like watching One Piece, whatever the case may be. And it was at a point where I was caught up, and I was at the land of Wano, and they was just about to start fighting Kaido, or whatever. And then fast forward to today, and I'm looking at my Facebook memories, and I'm talking about him starting to fight Kaido. I'm like, this nigga's still fighting Kaido. It's been
Yeah.
a year later.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend. And I was like,
I'm like,
they've
bro,
been
like
fighting Kaido for a year, a whole year, a whole year,
a whole year,
A
them
whole
fighting,
year.
yo, a whole
think
year
about it,
them
if you're-
fighting one dude.
If
because he
you're
was in
40
the water for
episodes,
5 episodes.
Because bro,
but if you're 40 episodes, it's 52 weeks in a year, so you're almost
Bro,
you're
this shit
just
is-
starting in the last year. Of
how many of those-
One
how
Piece.
many-
And that's the crazy part. Like I'm literally like months away from what just happened. In April
Bro.
I was 20 years back to what happened.
bro,
It's crazy.
This shit came out in '99. It's 2023. Like, come on, like, what are we doing?
So yes, the pacing is. But
Bro.
you know what? Oda is over here just taking his time. He's like, you know what?
bro
I'm
is
just
fucking-
enjoying the ride.
No,
I'm
listen,
enjoying
no,
the ride.
He ain't enjoying it. He enjoying the ride, all right. Like,
I
we
hope
gonna
his
keep it a
pockets is
bean.
fat.
Like,
I really hope his pockets is fat.
he got to, bro. He been stretching this shit out for like 20-something years. Y'all remember at Fairly Odd Parents when Timmy was making like the lemonade with Cosmo? He was squeezing the life out of him, trying to get. That's
Yeah.
what Oda's doing with One Piece.
He squeezed the life out of it.
Yeah, like, bro, come on.
We gonna still watch it though.
We are, because we're invested. It's 1,000 episodes. You got to see it through. But this is like, bro, come
Got to
on.
see it through, my boy.
You got like, you're not just going to
Got to
stop.
see it
Like,
through.
you just dedicated all that time and energy to watch something. Granted, I'm saying it's overrated, but it's still good.
Well, and I think it's a lot of people can't deal with. There's a difference between critiquing and hate, and people don't understand. They conflict the two things.
Yeah, they conflict. If you say anything, that's why they're a cult.
Yeah.
Because if you say anything negative, it's like you're hating. But I'm saying it's good.
You want to talk about calls? Dragon Ball Z. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
they're a cult. Yeah,
Them
I know.
Naruto have like
Yeah,
the-
I'm not even that. That's not favorite
That's
anime of all time. I understand. Like, and even if you said Dragon Ball was like overrated, I wouldn't even get upset because you might have an argument. But
it's nostalgic for us at this
yeah,
point. Too.
but One Piece, yeah, overrated.
Anymore?
And hold on, I didn't get to the other part.
Oh,
other
goodness.
segment I wanted to make
Oh,
because
damn. Here we go.
they overhyped Gear 5 so bad.
Did they? I haven't gotten to that point
Bro,
yet.
they overhyped. You know, everything leading up to Gear 5 was just like crazy. Everybody it was the most underwhelming transformation I have ever seen.
Really?
Super underwhelming.
Wow.
It was to the point where the fans like they was pulling excuses out of their ass. Like when it aired, like everybody was talking about it aired, and then people was like, "Oh, that was just the reveal." Wait till the fight happens. The fight was underwhelming.
Really?
The fight was underwhelming. The animation was fire, but the fight itself super underwhelming. I'm just like, the way y'all built this hype up for this transformation did not meet like what I saw on the.
How many times can you do Gomu Gomu no?
He wasn't even really doing all that. So he was doing all type. I'm not gonna spoil it because you ain't get caught up. So I'm gonna leave it alone. But for the ones that know, like for the fight, for how they hyped this transformation up, it did not meet that requirement from me.
Damn. That's deep.
And you know how One Piece is when it, like, bro was up there fucking like, bro, they was in the air. Bro was charging up a punch for like 5 episodes. I'm just like, bro, come on. This was the finishing move, bro. They just sitting in the air for 5 episodes.
I'm just spirit bombing.
Basically, I'm just like, yo, that's basically how it was.
Damn.
So when you get to that point, you gonna get 5 episodes of them in the air with him charging his big ass fucking fist. Like, just be prepared for that. And then they gonna talk about Odin again and his death. Like, I'm like, bro, we keep talking about this nigga's death. Like, I'm just like, bro, how many times we gonna talk about this death? Like,
Yo.
oh my god. And
See.
spoiler alert. And
Any more?
the pace is just terrible. Like, and then even when they reveal like Momo as the new like Shogun or whatever, the whole episode these niggas is just in
Haven't seen that yet.
That's why I'm not trying to go too crazy into it. Like, they do the whole fog thing. They reveal like certain characters of the 9. I forget the name of them.
Kazaya.
Yeah, they show everybody. They doing the whole episode of just revealing. Like, we know these niggas already. Like, we know Cat Viper, we know the dog, we know all them. Like, we know these guys. Like,
put some respect on Dog Story.
we know these guys already. Y'all taking the whole episode of revealing these guys like they new characters. We know these niggas. Like,
you know what
that's
I will
why.
say this? I think one of my favorite of the 9 is Izo because everybody's using swords and here he come.
oh, well, I'm not gonna say nothing about that. I'm gonna leave that alone because. Anyway,
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
no spoilers. Yeah, you don't want to get spoiled on that one.
I don't.
Yeah,
Please
so-
don't. Oh no, he dies. He does.
Listen, I'm not saying nothing.
So
Listen,
That's
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say
That
anything.
means.
I didn't say
He
anything.
means he's not gonna go into anything that happens.
Listen, I'm not gonna say anything about
Well,
it.
I'll see you in 40 episodes. See you there. See you there.
And another one of my animes I think is overrated. Again, I'm probably gonna catch wreck for this.
Oh gosh.
Is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh wow. I was just.
Did you see
recommended that.
Did you see Full Metal Alchemist?
I didn't see Full Metal. I seen Brotherhood. So I don't know the difference between.
Okay. What was your gripe?
There's people that have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood as the greatest anime of all time, and I don't see it.
That's not. It's good. It is good. It's
Here's the
good.
thing: when I say something's overrated, I'm not saying it's not bad. Brotherhood is good, but the greatest anime of all time, no.
It's not.
64 episodes, and it's the greatest. No, cause like stop, like stop,
4 episodes.
stop,
I can get through that.
stop it.
You already thugged it out, so you can get through anything.
Granted, it has good characters. It has good character development.
Okay.
It has a good story. That's where I draw the line at, as far as with Brotherhood, because
It's
the fights aren't all that.
no.
The fights aren't all that. They have a great plot twist. Like the plot twist where they throw different like plot twists at you. That's what kind of draws you in.
Yeah.
Like, spoiler alert, when they found out King Bradley was a homunculus, like I'm just like, yo, what, this nigga one of them? Like,
Yeah.
like
and he's far more of a villain than what you even could have.
man, you thinking this guy a good guy the whole time. The whole time he a piece of shit.
What's the name? Pink hair. I cannot think of his name to save my life.
Pink hair. Oh, not Izzo. I forget his name. I know you're talking about the big dude.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Conjuro.
Huh?
Conjuro.
No, Conjuro was the
Yeah, that's the one that was a traitor. Like you thought he was a good guy the whole time.
oh yeah.
Like him.
Yeah, but it's like on a whole different like scale or whatever.
It
Oh,
is. It is.
damn.
And then when you find out about his son, it's just like, yo, that's fucking crazy. Like it has a lot of like plot twists and stuff that draws you in, and it makes it like, yo, this shit actually be like, but greatest anime of all time?
Well, and this is part of the reason why for me it's like it's long enough that you could say it fits into the lengthwise. I mean, since you thugged it out with One Piece,
64 episodes ain't shit. Like
That's why I'm like, that's it. I can finish that quick.
but the thing is the volume of how much story is there in that space.
yeah, they covered a lot with that little 64 episodes. But I just think people like,
but it's not. I wouldn't say it's the great. It's excellent.
Yeah,
it's a top tier.
It's a top 10.
tier.
It's a top 10.
tier.
It's like a top
tier
10
anime.
It's like a top 10 type of character. Like if you argued it being top 10, I'd sit there and but top the highest
greatest
one, the greatest one. No.
Yeah, and that's why I said it's got to be the greatest for you. Because certain things
like it don't meet all the criteria.
It doesn't meet your
It
criteria.
don't meet all the
It doesn't meet your
criteria
criteria.
for it to be like.
Yeah.
Even if like to say it's like an anime is like one of the greatest, it got to be like all right. It got to have like great fights. It got to have good character development. It got to have good stories, good animation, all the other stuff. It only covers some of that stuff. It doesn't cover like if you got ones that cover all of it, then you probably can have like an argument, but it doesn't cover all of it. Like that's my whole thing. And again, I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying people have it overrated.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Any other ones?
Yeah.
It's really yeah.
Okay, I know he has a list.
yeah.
He has a list.
Was it Cyberpunk?
I hadn't even watched it. I heard it was
Watch
solid.
that.
Cyberpunk
I heard it was
it's
solid.
a little overrated. It's like a
I heard it was solid.
it's like a Sword Art Online and Chainsaw Man because it's very
okay.
it's very graphic-y and gory with the like killing and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But then it's also kind of weird because it's just like really like horny kind of like it's like a little bit of hentai in there. I'm just like, why are y'all doing this?
See, that's
The
sometimes
animation is fire. I would
That's
say
what I
that
heard.
the
I heard-
animation is
heard the animation is
the
fire.
animation is
I heard the
fire.
story's
But
solid.
like,
I heard the story's
story is
solid.
okay. In my opinion, it's okay.
Okay.
But people, like, I think it came out last year. It's only
It
one
came
season.
out last year.
Okay.
And people got it ranked way too high, in my opinion. Like,
How much was it? 24 episodes or 12 or what?
I don't remember how. I think it might have
Something
been
like that.
Something
12
like
or
that.
24.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just
and-
like, yeah, bro, y'all can't have this shit. It just came out last year. There's no way y'all got this shit rated this high.
Yeah, that's
And it's one season.
yeah, that's you know what? A lot of people have Jujutsu Kaisen as their like top one, and I'm like, it's good. Don't get me
No.
wrong, it's good,
It's-
but like,
No,
it's not
I like Jujutsu Kaisen a lot, but no.
I'll say this. If it stays on the trajectory it's on.
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely
It has the
it has-
potential.
it has
to-
the potential.
It has
top
the
five.
potential.
I would say it would almost
Absolutely.
be in anybody's top 5.
But
Yeah.
I think it's just
it has the
premature to just say that,
potential.
like,
Yeah,
that's
because
the
they be
top.
throwing straight hands.
Yo.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
season, this season, yo.
This season has been
Gojo
crazy.
was like, oh,
Gojo's that
you gonna
nigga,
stop me
like-
from using my powers? Okay, that doesn't help
Bet.
you at all.
yeah.
That doesn't help you at all.
Watch this. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Usher.
Gojo's that
Straight
nigga, bro.
hands,
It
no
is
chaser.
it is the crazy thing. Like, he's not even the main character.
Well, see,
Like-
this. Somebody asked me this, and this is the question for all time: who is the main character of Jujutsu Kaisen?
It's the
Yuji.
yeah,
Itadori
Is it?
Yuji.
yeah. It's
It has to be because if you think about it, the whole central plot is based around him trying to eat all of Sukana's
fingers and
fingers
shit.
or whatever.
But is it Sukuna or is it Yuji?
Both because technically they're the same person now.
Okay, but what about the?
Aside from the fact that they look just alike, which okay, but
Okay, but what about? Because this is my question. The kid from the movie. Who
Yeah,
they referenced him in this already.
yeah. Bro, really like that. Like that kid's really like that.
That kid is seriously like that. Like, put it simply, he's training with somebody that because Gojo can't even train. He's training with somebody else right now. That's why you haven't seen him.
Yeah, but
So-
we've seen
so it's
like
kinda like
instances like
who's-
where like there's characters that are stronger than the main character.
Obviously,
Yeah,
yes.
so
But-
that's one of these instances. Like, all right, you got guys that are stronger than them, but the story is based around.
it's based. If you think about like the first episode, like it's based on him. It's based on him eating the finger and getting the power and this and that. So like he is definitely the main character of the story. Like we would not have the story without him,
all right.
right?
You could.
I mean, yeah, if you just went on Gojo's upbringing
You see what
and
I'm saying?
like,
You
like
could
how they did with this
just
season.
the Jujutsu sorcerers, and
Yeah,
you just
like-
introduced the Jujutsu sorcerer. So
Yeah,
is
bro.
he the introduction to
Bro,
the?
we know
Jujutsu
what we waiting
sorcerers?
for when we watching this show. We
Right,
waiting to
we're
see
waiting.
when he
We're
get all
waiting.
these freaking fingers
Exactly.
and shit. Like
We wanna see Sakana.
Gojo's cool and all that stuff, but we like, yo, when
But
this
here's
nigga
the
get
thing.
these,
But the reality is, okay, he's like you say, he's the main character.
Mm-hmm.
It's Gojo's responsibility to kill him if he swallows all the
Oh
fingers.
shit, that is
Yeah,
true.
we know
Damn,
that.
I forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie.
But you know, plot armor gonna come in there and save the day.
Yeah, his
He's
will
not
is
gonna
strong enough
die.
to prevent him.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know plot armor
He's
gonna
gonna be able to
save the
control
day. They're
Sakana
not.
and
They're
have
not
like a
going.
relationship. It's gonna be like a Kurama situation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
The
Like,
writing's on the wall. We see what's going on.
we know what's happening.
We watched enough anime to know what's going on. They not
He
about
ain't
to
look good in this last episode.
Listen, they not about to listen.
He ain't look good in this last episode.
Listen, every main character done got their ass whooped a couple times. Like,
It was this is
listen,
extreme level of whooping in this last episode.
listen. I
I
know that.
I will say this though. He showed he's a fighter though.
Yeah.
His skill set is crazy, but dude,
Listen, shout out to plot armor because we already the writing's on the wall. We gonna see.
That's gonna be our next time. We have to do that next time. Plot
Shout out
armor.
to
We gotta
That's
spend.
plot
We
armor.
gotta spend the whole. That's gonna be the only topic, and we gotta spend the whole episode on that.
Plot armor. Our
'Cause,
favorite
bro,
we can
plot
do
armor.
we can do a couple episodes of plot armor.
Yeah, because I already got one already.
Do you have any more though? Overrated?
Not right now. I don't
Because
get too.
I'll get into
Okay.
my overrated one. I think I actually have two. I forgot the other one, but maybe I'll think of it later. My Hero Academia.
Yo, I was literally just thinking that.
That is,
Like-
and not to say because I do like the anime.
I love the
I
anime.
love it. I think it's good, but I think it's just overrated.
It gets repetitive.
It gets very repetitive, and that's one of the animes that took me a couple tries to get into. Like I watched the first episode.
The first episode didn't.
I
do
watched
it?
the first episode 3 times before I actually was like, all right, like I'm gonna stick with this and continue.
The
And I
first
was like,
episode
okay, I
didn't
like
suck
it.
you in?
Yo,
and I was like,
the
okay.
first 2 seasons is like fire. But like I said, it gets repetitive. That's one of Dragon Ball Z's flaws. It get repetitive after
I
a while.
think
Like
this last season I thought went in a nice little different direction.
it did.
did,
It went
it
a
did,
little bit.
it
You know,
did.
it's the same little shit.
It
It will. It got to the destination in a different way, but it's like
yeah. And then he ended because he ended up going back. Well, not going back, but like his friends came. Like you know what I mean. He was trying to distance himself, but he still ended up with his friends. So it's like. It's cool. It's cool, but I feel like a lot of people hype it up to where it's like this super good anime, and it's good, but it's not like again, like you said, it's not like top
I said,
one.
yeah, it gets repetitive, whatever. But the manga, like the shit that's going on in the manga, get crazy. So
So we'll see.
Yeah,
Again, we'll see.
like-
but as of right now,
As of-
we're
yeah,
in the
as far as the
anime,
anime goes,
it's caught up.
yeah, but
It's-
like the manga, that shit start getting crazy after a while. Like, so I can't wait to see when that comes out. That's going to actually shake things up a little bit. So
Yeah, I know there's a lot of. Well, I mean, I think like some people are upset because, what's it, Midnight died or whatever.
lady,
Lady, oh Jesus Christ, what's
Was
her
it?
name?
Was it
Miss
Mid-
Midnight? I think
Midnight.
Miss
Isn't it
Midnight, yeah,
Midnight?
something
Wasn't
like that.
oh yeah. I'm thinking of Mount Lady or whatever.
Oh,
her
no.
name is.
Oh, no.
That's not her. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
other
Miss
one, yeah.
Midnight, yeah.
That lady need to go in the gym. You be turned big and still weak. That shit is
Oh
crazy.
no, not big and still weak. You know who's the bunny character?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
literally
yo,
she-
she's no joke.
yeah. We literally got like
Hard.
something going on. Cause I was literally just thinking about her the same. Like,
She's no joke.
yeah, she get busy.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, you gonna chop off my leg? I don't care. I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, that
What's
arm
good?
shit was just like she was like
So what? I'm here. What's good? Love her. Love her down.
that thigh crush.
Shit,
But
she
I
can
think-
crush me.
Here we go, yo. Here we go. I
Muscle-
think another
muscle mommies.
my other overrated is, and it's not because of So I think it's Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know if you guys
Okay.
seen it or not.
No, I haven't. But yeah,
Haven't.
it's
There's
crazy.
a cultish level of.
It's like, yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
okay,
look,
so
a tiny bit.
If you
Oh,
hear
damn.
if you
tiny
look
bit.
online, you can start seeing. It's like, wait a minute, this is and it's like.
So here's my thing with that one, right? Tokyo Ghoul, great. Like the first 2 first 2 seasons, real good. Once it gets to like Tokyo Ghoul that's when it's like it fell off for me. And so for that to be like in its entirety, it's underrated because the last 2 or 3 seasons
Overrated.
drug it down so much. I was just like, I'm gonna finish it because I'm invested, but like this, it was trash. It was trash. I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't like how it ended. I didn't like how it wrapped up. I didn't like how the whole situation went, where he completely turned into another character and just.
Yeah, that kind of remind me of like Promised Neverland. Like how the first
Yes,
season-
that also
Yeah.
that ending
Yeah.
was trash. I was just like,
I don't think I watched the
Okay.
end of the second season.
Yo, the
Was it
first
3
few
seasons?
ones was like
The first
It was
season was
shit.
awesome.
Fire,
First
man.
season
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah, after
It
that
was
they just
great.
fell off a fucking cliff. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Like
Yeah,
it was
I
just
was
one big
confused.
kumbaya at the
I was
end. I was
confused
like, okay,
in the second season.
Yeah.
yeah, that's not it for me. But I do like Tokyo Ghoul. I think you should definitely, for the viewers, watch at least the first two episodes, first two seasons before it gets into Re.
All right.
But yeah,
Okay.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. But I think we're at time or close to time. Oh yeah, so we gotta
Hour.
wrap this up.
okay. Your last overrated.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone.
Just mention it. Just
You
mention
mention
it.
it.
Just
We
mention it.
don't have
Just mention it.
We don't have to get into it, but just
Hunter x Hunter.
No.
okay, fine,
Absolutely
Cut,
fucking
done.
not. Absolutely
We're
not.
gonna end it here.
No. Absolutely
talk about
not.
this in deleted scenes because
Bro,
what do you mean?
no, come on.
What do you mean?
Where did you come with that conclusion at?
First of all, okay, here's the thing. It's plot armor throughout.
But that's every anime. But like, all right, I'm gonna let you speak.
He's a rehash of Goku.
Is he though?
Yes.
How so?
All right. The progression of his power takes longer than Goku's, but he's a rehash of Goku.
Bro, look, you realize the situation he was in where he got that power at, right? You talking about where he had to, give up, sacrifice,
No, I'm saying he was, no matter who he faced, he was better. He was strong. Like when he was on the boat fighting the old dude, like they were just playing around, but he was really trying to get serious and try and beat.
Yeah, that's foreshadowing. They was like, they showing, all right, this guy got potential. It's not like he didn't beat the dude.
He was They have him. They have him as almost stronger than almost every character. Early, way too early.
Bro, no, they was showing his potential. Old dude, Dedero was like, this dude could really be something with some training and age. It wasn't like, bro, was just, all right, he could beat dude ass or whatever the case may be. Like, it was like good, like far as like his character development, how he like did his power and stuff like that. It wasn't like no crazy like OP shit. Like if you want to say like shit like that, like Saitama, like he came out the gate OP, like bro came out the gate from the very first season, from the very first episode OP. Like Gon was not like that.
But
I can't believe you really just said that.
Yeah, I was not expecting that answer.
At all.
That kind of brought up like a little bit of rage out of me. I'm like, what you mean?
yeah, I tried to leave it alone. For me, it's like I said, the plot is.
Oh, they're not gonna like you.
Hey,
I'm not gonna like
They're
him.
not gonna like you when they hear that shit. Like,
see, like I said,
I'm trying to get I'm trying to hear your explanation on that because I'm not really seeing where.
Wow. Wait, hold on. I think we should wrap it up, and then we're gonna have this conversation because I really need to hear this.
Yeah, I gotta.
But
Yeah, we don't
for the
got
sake of
time to really
For the
like.
sake of time, we gotta.
on the next.
Yeah, we gonna leave this on a cliffhanger on the next episode of the Black Nurse. after all the heat calmed down, because they not gonna like that at all. Like,
Wow.
I mean, I tried to spare y'all, but
oh my god. Oh man, listen, we gotta wrap this up. We want to thank y'all for tuning in, watching all the madness that's been going on. We're gonna take all the shots at us like as they come, because I know I'm gonna get some.
It's hunting season. I understand.
Yeah,
Wow, we really have to talk about this.
yeah, we really.
That's crazy. That is
Hey,
crazy.
listen, we'll catch y'all next time. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Bro, you nuts. Like,